Mouse
Okay,
cursor!
Shut up, I started a new recording session at this point, but, welcome to part 5 of the Link's Awakening commentary. Like I said last time, we're going after the DX exclusive dungeon, and, we have the same people as before, but, anywho, I mentioned it before, but I wanted to go ahead and tell it to Wekar since I figured it'd be very interesting to tell him anyway. In the original version, okay, the map button is assigned to select, alright? If you go to the end of the screen and, like, right before it scrolls, like, whenever you go from one screen to another, it scrolls, you press the select button, and the next screen you go to, you're on the far right end of it. And you can go through walls and crap, and break the game very easily that way. Does that make sense?
It makes a little sense, yeah.
I think I get it.
I mean, yeah, I mentioned it before, but again, I like.
Seems like an easy way to get stuck.
Not really, because you're on the far edge of the screen, and you can go, because like, all of these places are linked together on one map. So like, say you're in like one small cave, if you go on the edge of it, like, if you do the glitch and you end up on the edge of it or something, you might end up in another completely different cave that's at a different location.
That's very interesting.
But yeah, I figured I'd bring it up again since I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted to know about it that are completely new to the commentary. So yeah.
What kind of
are
those? You got the ocarina. You should be able to learn many songs.
Yeah, fools. Ocarina of Time wasn't the first one to introduce it.
Yeah. Remember, guys, third rule of Let's Play. Every video is someone's first.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So don't assume people have seen your other videos.
But as of right now, we currently can't do anything with it. So what we need to do is go learn some songs. There's only 3 songs in the entire game, and we're about to learn our first one right now. This is only useful for 1 point and 1 point only in the game, and that's to unlock where the final boss is. So
they're not really utilizing it very well, are they?
yeah, the songs really aren't used much. The second song is what you're gonna really want though, because while it only warps you to 1 point in the entire map, it is kind of in a midway point, so it kind of connects to some areas pretty well, but it also warps you to the beginning of a dungeon if you played it in one of those areas, so.
That's kind of nice.
And then the third song you only need to use twice in the game.
Stick to your mind, yes.
Kind of like the songs in,
Selecting songs is really annoying in this game, for the record. Because whenever you go and select the ocarina, the second you put your cursor on it, it brings up a little tiny screen or whatever that shows the list of all the songs that you have. Like that. And you can't press left or right to go to another item, so you have to press up or down to move to another. It's aggravating.
It does seem a little confusing.
It is, but you get used to it after a while.
People will get used to anything.
Tell me.
You got used to new YouTube.
Yep.
Kind of.
In a way.
Also, remember those cryptic heart pieces I was telling you guys about? Well, yeah, and those bombable walls I told you about.
Yeah, that really looks stupid. Oh my god.
Game really likes to do this. There's at least another 2 or so heart pieces that require you to do that too.
Wow. That'll really make a man paranoid.
Excuse you.
I'm still surprised that I'm still surprised, like...
I'll say excuse me.
I was able to find, like, all of those except for, like, one of them without having to look up the guide or anything, so...
Can you imagine the days before the internet for that kind of thing?
Yeah. Then again, this came from repeated playthroughs, because I did replay this game a lot, so...
Trying to record it?
Well, no, just, like, growing up with it in general, so...
Oh, okay. There's Mario again.
Hey, it's Mario!
Mario! Good to see you, Link. Here you go.
For when I was little, I always
That's
thought,
really bad Mario.
when I was little, I always thought the Bumblebee Hive had a face.
You thought the Bumblebee thing had a face?
Yeah, because like the top of the lines kind of look like it's an eye until that happens. So
How are you not sure how that happened?
I don't know. Ask the game.
Game? How are you not sure how that happened?
Not sure.
Aren't you supposed to know everything about yourself?
I guess not.
Well, apparently he doesn't know the glitch that happened beforehand.
I didn't program this right.
But anyway, right now, like after getting this heart piece that I completely messed up on earlier, thank you, Matt. I really needed that.
You know what really stands out to me about Zelda graveyards? A severe lack of actual corpses.
Redead?
You can push any gravestone and usually you find something, but hardly ever there's a corpse.
Yeah. But anyway, after this, we're going to the secret dungeon of the game. Sadly, though, it's not a post-game dungeon, so you can actually do it. You have to, like, do it... Well, you don't have to, but, like, it's open to you after level 3, because if you try to do this, the headstone, like, literally talks to you and says, "Oh, hey, you're not ready yet. Screw off."
What?
There you
Well,
go, finally.
It's not
Success.
that far a stretch from Talking Head to Talking Headstone.
But anywho, what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to push... What am I doing? What the hell am I doing?
What are you doing?
I think I'm trying to fill up some screen space because of the map.
So those are frozen trees or something? Cool.
Okay, but anywho, what...
We're bully trees.
You're supposed to push these, 5... Ken? What the crap?
Wow.
What?
This is getting really meta.
Turn your grinding senses off.
Turn your grinding systems.
Oh, I remember. I was actually getting a secret seashell over here. Yeah. I don't know why I was jumping around on crap like that. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Ken. You can go get freaky secret dungeon now.
Something good's about to happen.
She sails by the seashore.
No, she doesn't.
That's what she said.
Oh.
She sells.
Okay, now, what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to push these 5 headstones in a specific direction, in a specific order, to open up the way to the secret dungeon. You're supposed to figure this out by knocking down a book in the library.
Whoa.
Like off of a shelf or whatever, so...
So there is actually a hint for it. That's actually already, well, noteworthy that there is a hint for it.
What color's my cloth? Duh.
Well, because, like, you can actually play this game on a... You can actually play DX on the original Game Boy, believe it or not. And this was basically just trying to find out if you were really playing this on the Game Boy Color or not. Because remember, the black cartridges could be, like... Yeah.
So basically, playing color is a cheat.
I always thought that was really cool, honestly, how they did that, the whole black cartridges thing. Like, they changed the game... Like, they changed some aspects of the game if you played it on a different Game Boy.
So that way you can actually see it. But of course, if you already knew the answer already, and you could play this game normally then.
I really do think this dungeon should have been unlocked a little bit later and have been a little bit tougher, especially for it being a secret one. That's just my opinion, anyway.
Doesn't look too bad as far, no.
So one of the mini-bosses, I will admit, actually is a little bit tricky. Freaking Guardian Acorn!
A freaking Guardian Acorn?
How does Guardian Acorn even work?
It heightens your defense. to power until you get hit by a few enemies.
No. I mean, practically, you find an acorn, and what does it do?
It grows into a tree.
And then you carry around a tree as a shield?
Yeah, I guess.
And then it
But
turns
that
into
would take like hundreds and upon hundreds of years to do.
and then it turns into a Deku tree.
Again, takes hundreds of years to do.
But that does solve a plot point. I like it.
The return of the blob. Or what?
The freaking shoot.
Was somehow shaped like a Wobbuffet for a minute.
Well, it's
a Mega Chew.
It's a Mega Chew, man.
I was just telling about the feet for but tell me the feet for a minute. It looks like a Wobbuffet.
I know.
Or a
but
different version of it.
Wobble.
Wobbuffet.
Also, I completely missed one of the secret rooms in this dungeon. Because there's one of the rooms, it actually has rupees that are a bit of a callback to the original Zelda.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Remember those rooms with the...
I called myself.
Yeah, remember the secret rooms in Zelda 1 with the rupees and stuff?
Yeah.
Sort of calls back to it in a way. I think...
You know, at this point, they can really make a game of just callbacks and no one would care.
Yeah. Kind of like how they call this place Level 0, though.
Too bad I did not get that.
Level 0, because why not? But yeah, I freaking hate this guy.
It looks cool, though.
It looks like giant soldier of stone.
That's what you call a golem.
Oh, that too,
His
possibly.
hitbox is just really weird.
Golem.
As you can see, I'm clearly hitting him.
Giant soldier of stone throws golems at Link. Interesting.
A golem throwing golems. I like it.
Or golems.
You don't happen to have any water on you, do you?
I don't really need any because I don't die in this game. And I'm supposed to not die in this game anyway because it unlocks something special on the towards like the ending or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, if you happen to go through this game without dying once, you unlock a little special something, so.
Oh, cool.
So basically like modern games where the ending sort of assumes you never die?
Assume that, yeah, it's something like that. It's really minor though, so for doing that, it's not really worth it, but at least it makes you feel somewhat good on the inside. You'll figure out what we mean by that later, but...
Are we getting back into blowjob territory again
Oh
then?
God.
Oh, no. Just no.
I was about to say, are you going to use that reference for this room? Because that's perfect.
Balls.
Putting your balls into holes.
You're breaking my balls, Mario. I feel
Throw
terrible.
it in there.
Same.
There we go. Got a key.
The anal projections weren't necessary.
Anal for shame. Plug those buttholes.
Well, it looked like those holes had plenty of suction.
Ugh. Mamma mia.
Also, in Wecker, if you were wondering why I was skipping like the pieces of powers and stuff, it's because you got this really annoying music to listen to.
I wasn't wondering, but thanks anyway.
And now for the boss. Whoa.
This guy's red is danger.
Basically, you just gotta hit it a lot of times.
Wow. This thing. I don't
this
even
is-
know.
He's
Really
got a
tells you easily.
yellow is caution, red is danger. Take your time.
What is this thing?
What the hell?
Link, no, Ken will kill you very quickly, which only took 20 seconds.
Yeah. You're supposed to hit it really fast because if you take too long, it tries to change back into blue, and it's basically a boss that casts regen on itself. if that makes any sense. But anywho, for our reward, we get to choose between a red and blue tunic. The red tunic does crap loads more damage with your sword, and blue reduces it. And I figured I'd go with blue because since the damage ratio is already ridiculously broken to begin with, so.
Wait, it reduces damage you with your sword?
It reduces damage done to you, not with the sword.
Yeah,
Oh,
better off
increases
tunic
defense
then.
power, not attack power. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, worth it then.
Plus, blue's my favorite color, so.
Mm.
So next time we will actually go back into the main storyline of things and continue on with it. So see you guys then.